things that this doesn't directly address that is, I guess it's related to this struggle for people, but it's not something that isn't directly addressed by this, and that is the motivation aspect. If you're not motivated to achieve your goals, then having a plan is maybe only going to have a marginal impact on making progress towards that goal. It can help, I think, to have a plan and have a roadmap and kind of set your waypoints between point A and point Z. But ultimately, it's not going to directly address the motivation factor.
Yeah, I agree with that. You have to have a little piece of that. And if you're trying to achieve something and motivation is a factor, what I found to work the best is to include others. So I'll give you a great example. Two of my good friends and I all trained for this triathlon together. And we used an app on our phones. It was kind of like a walkie-talkie talk room. And what we did was we would talk to each other. We talk about, man, this really hurts, or this is really hard, or I'm really feeling tired. But all three of us were kind of going through it together. And because of that, we could empathize with one another and we could help push each other too. So if you feel like you're alone, I would say find someone who's doing something similar. And that helps, having someone to kind of be accountable to for one. And someone that can ask for support is something that can help as well. And for us, the three of us that did this triathlon, it was really nice. If one of us kind of fell down or had questions, we could kind of talk through it, and I found it to be a very big help.
Yeah, and I think if I were to put different words to that, I would say accountability partner. Having somebody who can encourage you but also hold your feet to the fire, and that can be a huge help in the motivation arena. Another thing about the I guess this conversation that I was struck with is, I guess maybe it's just kind of another metaphor, but a lot of times I think we approach this idea of setting a goal by keeping our eye on home base. You're at bat and you're about to swing and you're thinking, I got to get to home. I think part of if I were to break this down, it's not about getting to home. It's about getting to first base first. Then it's about getting to second base. Then it's about getting to third base. And then it's about getting to home. Your destination is home, but you've got to keep your eye on the base that's in front of you. And in order to do that, you've got to identify what those bases are. And you've got to, that's also what helps make it a realistic, tangible feeling process versus this, someday I'd like to get around to that and see that become my reality type goal.